Imagine this. You're living a simple life, tending sheep, doing the same thing every day. But one night, you have a dream that tells you of hidden treasure waiting for you in a distant land. Do you ignore it and stay comfortable? Or do you risk everything to chase it, not knowing if it's real? The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is exactly about this timeless choice. It's a story that has changed the lives of millions because it asks the one question most of us avoid. Are we brave enough to pursue our deepest dreams? This book is not just a tale of a shepherd boy named Santiago. It's a mirror, reflecting the fears and hopes inside all of us. People from every culture, from CEOs to students, find pieces of themselves in this story. And that's why it remains one of the most beloved novels in the world. In today's BookWise summary, we'll break down Santiago's journey, the wisdom he learns, and how it applies to anyone searching for purpose, success, or fulfillment. By the end, you might just realize that your own treasure is closer than you think. Paulo Coelho, a Brazilian author, wrote The Alchemist in just 2 weeks in 1987. He believed the story was already alive inside him. He only had to let it out. Initially, the book sold poorly, and Coelho faced rejection. But years later, it became a worldwide bestseller, translated into more than 80 languages, selling over 150 million copies. Why did it resonate so deeply? Because it touches on the universal idea of the personal legend, Coelho's term for your true life purpose. Everyone, no matter where they come from, has dreams that feel bigger than themselves. But many never chase them, either out of fear or distraction. The Alchemist is not a book of complicated philosophy. Its power lies in its simplicity. It uses parables, spiritual wisdom, and poetic storytelling to remind us that our lives have meaning beyond survival. In this video, we'll explore how Santiago's humble journey across deserts and pyramids becomes a guide for all of us, showing how to overcome fear, trust intuition, and discover what truly matters. The story begins with Santiago, a shepherd in Spain who enjoys the freedom of traveling with his flock. But a recurring dream haunts him, a vision of treasure near the Egyptian pyramids. Intrigued, he seeks guidance and meets Melchizedek, the mysterious king of Salem, who tells him about the concept of a personal legend, the path each person is meant to follow. Santiago sells his flock and begins his journey. Along the way, he learns hard lessons. He is robbed in Tangier, forced to work at a crystal shop to survive, and realizes that setbacks are part of the path. Later, he meets an Englishman searching for the secrets of alchemy and learns that true wisdom isn't just in books, but in experiences. In the desert, Santiago falls in love with Fatima, a woman of the oasis. Here he faces his toughest choice: stay with love or continue toward his treasure. Guided by an alchemist, Santiago learns to trust his heart and understand the language of the world, the universal connection between all things. Finally, after dangerous trials, he reaches the pyramids, only to find the treasure was buried where his journey began, under the sycamore tree in Spain. The twist is profound. The physical treasure is real, but the true wealth lies in the journey, growth, and self-discovery. At its core, The Alchemist teaches lessons that go far beyond fiction. First, the idea of the personal legend reminds us that everyone has a purpose, something only they can fulfill. Ignoring it leads to regret, while pursuing it, even with risk, brings meaning. Second, Santiago learns about courage and faith. The universe does not reveal everything at once. It only shows the next step. Fear often holds us back, but as Coelho writes, the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. Third, the novel speaks about the language of the world, an invisible force connecting nature, people, and destiny. When we align ourselves with it, things fall into place. This is Coelho's poetic way of saying, when you commit to your dream, opportunities and people appear to help you. Another key theme is love and sacrifice. Santiago's love for Fatima doesn't stop him from chasing his treasure. Instead, it strengthens him. True love supports growth. It doesn't cage it. Finally, the biggest lesson. The real treasure is within. The material gold Santiago finds matters less than the wisdom he gains. The book urges us to look inward, realizing that what we often search for in the world is already inside us: courage, love, and purpose. Why does a simple fable like The Alchemist still matter today? Because we live in a world filled with distractions, endless work, social media, and routines that make us forget our dreams. Many people feel stuck, living lives that aren't truly theirs. Santiago's journey is a reminder that life is not meant to be a straight road of comfort, but an adventure of discovery. In finance, careers, or personal goals, people chase money, status, or approval. But this book suggests that fulfillment only comes when you align with your personal legend. For example, someone may dream of starting a business, writing a book, or traveling the world, but they never try because it feels too risky. Santiago's story shows that risks and failures are not the end, but stepping stones. And when you take those steps, the universe conspires to help you. This is why The Alchemist has inspired leaders, entrepreneurs, artists, and everyday people. It's not a promise that chasing dreams is easy, but a reminder that the struggle itself is the treasure. The lesson is simple. If you don't chase your personal legend, you'll always wonder, what if? The Alchemist closes with Santiago discovering that the treasure was at home all along, but he could only realize it after his long journey. That's the paradox. Sometimes we need to go far to see what was close. The book's most famous line captures it best. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Think about that. Your dream is not random. It's a calling, a direction, a map to your personal legend. The only question is, will you listen to it? For this week's BookWise summary, I challenge you to reflect. What is your personal legend? What dream have you buried under fear, routine, or doubt? Share your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this breakdown of The Alchemist, don't forget to hit like, share it with a friend who needs motivation, and subscribe to BookWise for more powerful summaries that inspire action. Remember, just like Santiago, your treasure is waiting. All you need is the courage to follow the journey.